Hello Internet, Lieutenant Ellis here with the 299 Scouts, Dangerous Skills for Dangerous Places. It's drill number 10, so we'll be covering unconventional shooting positions. I consider this priority number 3 after getting that first round front sight focus shot on target, and priority number 2, which is clearing malfunctions and keeping that gun running. Priority number 3 for me is shooting from unconventional positions, because my experiences in Baghdad in 2005 were quite interesting. I had been training up to that point on flat ranges, and we're doing all those ready-ups that you do in the army, and somebody actually shot at me, and all that mostly went out the window. It all came down to duck, dodge, dive, and get the fuck out of the way. And so my experiences in Baghdad was hiding in a pit full of oil filters, discarded oil filters, or taking cover behind, I swear to God, like one brick. So we'll be covering shooting from the kneeling today and shooting from prone. And so the training template that we'll be utilizing for that is the Excellence in Competitions Combat Pistol Course of Fire Stage 2, which is within 45 seconds at 25 yards, draw, drop down to your knees, fire 5 rounds from the kneeling, reload, drop down to the prone, and fire 5 shots from the prone. And I know that sounds simple, but just consider this your introduction to shooting from unconventional shooting positions, because we're going to escalate in the future and get into like shooting sideways around cover or shooting under a car or all those other types of drills that we can cover. But for now, just consider this your introduction to being uncomfortable and unnatural. And if you're not used to trying to get down to the kneeling or drift down to the prone in a timely manner, this is a fantastic drill to get you on that path. Alright, for the kneeling, experiment. Try out one knee down so you can move faster and you can adjust your position faster, and try both knees down so you have a little bit better stability. At some point, you're going to have to make the judgment call for yourself. What's going to offer you the best outcomes in this gunfight. For the prone, try out different prone positions. So I recommend the rollover prone, because often the terrain kind of supports that, where I can get my body back behind cover. And obviously I made a video outlining the advantages of the rollover prone in terms of stability and being able to see down your sights and having that accuracy. That being said though, if I'm hiding behind that same brick again and all I've got is this much cover, I'm going to try to put as much of my body behind that cover as possible. The terrain is going to dictate what shooting position I take up and how I orient my body toward the threat. Alright, so here's our 15-foot scaled EIC silhouette simulating 25 yards. And here I am, 25 yards to my shooting position, where I'll be able to drop down to the knees without hurting myself. The mat also protects your magazines from breaking when you drop them. Alright, pretty good group at air quotes 25 yards. I still had 15 seconds to spare, so I might have rushed a few of those shots that I shouldn't have, slowed it down, go back to drill number 9 and use that metronome to make sure that I'm not sending shots that I don't need to be sending. But all in all, pretty good for some unconventional shooting positions. Alright, so that's drill number 10. Priority number 3, honestly in my book, just being able to fire from unconventional, uncomfortable shooting positions. Because if you're a good person and you're not lying in ambush for somebody, usually you're caught by surprise when people are trying to kill you. So they kick in your door, it's 4 a.m., you roll off the bed, grab your gun, and now you've got to fire from the kneeling around the bed, or you've got to drop down to the prone and shoot out their feet from under the bed. So you'll be under the initiative curve, and whether rounds are coming at you or not, I guarantee you this: you won't be standing there with a perfect front sight focus, a perfect isosceles stance, and standing and delivering if anybody's intent on killing you. Alright, so until next drill, go ahead and, please subscribe. We're at 297 at the time of this video, so if we can make 299, I think that would be a really cool number of subscribers for this channel. So please subscribe, and catch you next time, man. Keep training.